Hello everyone, I'm Dallas and today we're going to be doing a little lab. As you can see here, we have a bowl of water, and right here, just to the side, we have some needles. These are the only two things we're going to be needing for this lab. What we're going to do is we're going to put these needles into the bowl. Now, before you start, what do you think will happen to the needles? Do you think they will float, or do you think they will sink? Pause the video and think about what you think will happen. Now we're going to start. We're going to be putting this needle into the bowl. And it floats. Look at that. Is this what you guessed? How about we try another one? I'm going to put this needle in. Going to put in and it sunk. It's odd. Let's try again. We're going to put this one in and it sunk. Let's try one more time. Now we're going to be putting this needle in. And it floats. Do you notice anything similar between the two needles that float? And do you know anything similar between the two needles that sunk? What's different between the two needles that sunk and between the two needles that float? Take a second and think about that. Okay, now that you thought about it, the two needles that are floating because they are laying on top of the water surface tension. The water surface tension is sort of like a little skin on top of a body of water that can help things float on it, like leaves or sticks that you would often see in a pond or a river. However, the ones who sunk because they broke the water's tension. They were more pointed and not flat and could not lay on it as easily, similar to how a rock would break the surface water's tension and sink. It doesn't have anything to do with how light or heavy they are. It has to do with how they were placed. If you noticed, the ones that are on top were placed sideways or horizontally. The ones who sunk were placed vertically, and therefore they were pointed and sunk straight to the bottom. Now, can you think of anything else that can be placed on water that can either sink or float based on how it's placed? I'm sure there are a few examples you can think of, but that's all. For now, that's all.